Hey guys, Neil here from Player One Sim Gear. The Pimax Crystal has completely changed my perspective of virtual reality sim racing. On an RTX 3080 Ti on iRacing, this thing is straight up amazing. This is a quick video. I'm going to show you the settings that I'm using currently. Now these are straight out of the box, so this is no real tweaking. This is just the settings I set up from scratch, turned this thing on and started rocking a solid 90 frames per second on OpenXR. Absolutely no issues, there was no jumping, no stuttering. This thing looks way better than my triple screens did. I had triple 1920 by 1080p monitors. This thing absolutely blows them away in terms of the clarity, in terms of the definition, the reflections coming off the cars. Overall, this has completely changed my mind about using virtual reality for sim racing. I was always a big fan of VR in flight, but I never really felt comfortable virtual reality racing with a headset on. I always felt that on long races it would get a little bit hot or it would be uncomfortable. I always felt that the clarity was just a little bit lacking in terms of the definition when I was spotting apexes or just making sure that my line was perfect going into corners. This thing has totally changed my mind on that. I've been using this for my league races now. I raced the other night for 4 hours straight in the Pimax Crystal headset. Absolutely no problems at all. I also only used half the battery life due to the new powered hub that comes with them. After 4 hours, I still had 2 bars remaining. 4 hours felt comfortable. I wasn't fussed at all. In fact, I completely forgot I had the headset on. And to this day, every time I sit in an iRacing cockpit now with the Pimax Crystal on, it makes me smile at that feeling of being surrounded by the car and being actually in the car itself. So this video, what we're going to do is dive a little bit more, as I said, into the settings. I'm going to show you a bunch of footage, usually of people passing me from one of our last league races. You can see how the Pimax looks. You can get a sense for the feeling of having it in the car a little bit, and just sit back and enjoy some mediocre iRacing on my part, and the joy that is racing with the Pimax Crystal VR headset. Alright, so let's take a look at the settings themselves. You can see first of all I'm using the OpenXR, so this is from the main, setup in the user interface for iRacing. All I did here was just go down and click OpenXR. I already had the OpenXR toolkit and the Pimax XR plugin already set up. Simply just went into iRacing, didn't have to do anything special, just down here to OpenXR, logged in, and it worked perfectly. The other side of the coin, you can see the settings now I've got actually in the game itself. And again, I haven't tweaked these. This is not a best optimal settings video for iRacing. This is a solid 90 frames per second, what I use on an RTX 3080 Ti to give me a great user experience. And again, I'm sure I could tweak this, I could play around with it and really get it dialed in, but honestly there's no need. This thing's amazing, just like this. It's got everything I need in terms of the quality and in terms of the smoothness and the experience at 90 frames. I know there's some great videos out there looking at using the lab mode to get up to 120 frames. Josh has got a great video on that, so I'll link that in the subscription below. Check that in the description below, so feel free to check that out. But for me, 90 frames is perfect. It's a great user experience. I'm really happy with it. So thanks very much. Hey, if you like this video, if you're enjoying our content, please do hit like and subscribe below. We really appreciate it. It really helps our channel grow. Feel free to sit back and enjoy some fairly mediocre iRacing action on my part from the amazing V8 Veterans League. It's a great group of guys to race with. If you're an Aussie V8s driver, you're looking for somewhere fun to race on iRacing, and you're over 40 years old, and come and race with a mature bunch of guys in the V8 Vets, you'll be super welcome. Again, there's a link to the V8 Vets in the description below. Sit back, enjoy some racing, and we will see you for our next video. Thanks very much.
Oh, well done, mate.